working as an assistant professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, SNS College of Technology. So today we are going to deal a topic, photoelectric sensors. So before going to the topic, so this topic is related to the subject hybrid technology. So before going to the topic, let us discuss what is meant by hybrid technology. So hybrid technology is nothing but in the automotive sectors, the vehicles are using more than one power for movement. So that type of dual power usage is called as hybrid technology. So normally in a vehicle, the power is obtained from the IC engines. But if you want a dual power, so we are going to hybrid. So what happens in hybrid? So in hybrid, so the power which is extracted while braking, that is called as regenerative braking, can be stored in battery and can be reused. So rather from the power from the IC engines, so the secondary source is available from the battery. So this is called as hybrid technology. So here, so with these hybrid technologies, we are dealing with the topic sensors. So these sensors are having a wide application in our day-to-day life. So before going to the topic specifically, let us go for the empathy part. So what is meant by empathy? So what is the real-time problems in our day-to-day life in the manufacturing sector? So what is the need for sensors? So before going to the topic directly, so we are dealing with this empathy. So here, this you can see a picture here, and here there is a picture, and here there is a picture. So there is some connection between these three pictures. Okay. So here, if you see this, so here we can identify this is a bottle of juice. So this is a bottling factory, and here this is a transportation sector where related to some applications. Mainly this is a gate. So here, so what is the real-time problem in the industries? So by seeing this photo, we can identify that here production is made in bulk, that is mass production. So in a very few timing, so large number of quantities of these juice bottles or water is manufactured. So here, so as going by the quality, we want to approach with the quantity also. So if you want to know how many number of bottles is produced, or we have to make to fill these bottles, we need some technology to access here. So I am coming to this, the third one here. So this is a gate, okay, where the vehicles are passing. So there is some connectivity between these three pictures. So here, if you go with the empathy, if we have a direct feedback, or if you go and visit the plants, so manual counting is very difficult in these cases. Okay, because thousands of products are produced within hours or in day by day, so the manual counting is difficult, and the use of the human power, human errors is also necessary, and there is a possibility of error in this counting. So how to rectify this? So this is the empathy part which I have identified in the manufacturing industries, where this is a type of bottling plants. If you come to the automotive industries, if you go through the roads or in the gates, so there is a closing, so no one can enter. If you go for real-time applications, so now in all the national highways, on the highways there we are having the toll gates. So where we have to pass through the toll gates. So there, each and every time a human can't come and open the gate. So at that time we need any technology there. So how to rectify this? Okay. So here we will go for the different parts. So we have discussed this is an automotive part sector, in transportation, material handling and food. In all the sectors, the same empathy is there. So how to overcome this manual process into an automatic process? So this we are going to discuss here. Okay. So here what happens is, now we are coming for the third stage of the design thinking, that is the ideate. So what is the idea behind this? So here we are from the major feedback collector during the empathy. From based on the empathy, and we are defining a problem to overcome the manual into some automatic technology. So here we are using the photoelectric sensors as an ideate part. So what is a photoelectric sensor? So the photoelectric sensor is used to detect the objects with the help of a light. So here these photoelectric sensors are used in public places, also in industries. So here if you take what are the applications of these photoelectric sensors is, or what is the working principles is, it can detect the object which is passing through this. So this is a real-time photoelectric sensor, and this is an orientation. The object when is going in a line, production line, it can be identified, and we can also count the parts, and we can stop or automatically close and door. So these are the some of the applications of the photoelectric sensors. So these photoelectric sensors, we can ask, is these sensors can detect all type of objects? Yes. So these photoelectric sensor can detect metal objects. So it's a metal. So this is a bottle made of plastic or glass, or a wood, or anything it can detect. So there is a wide applications whatever the product may be. Next coming to the working principle. So this is a process where the products which is produced comes in a batch wise in a production line through an automatic conveyor belt. So whenever a sensor is introduced here, what happens is this bottle will be passing through this sensors. So when these passes, what happens is there is an interface between this light is blocked here. Okay, so it is obstructed. The light source is obstructed. So automatically we get a count here. So see, initially from this position the count is 0, but when this bottle crosses here, it gets an obstruction, and then the count is made as 1. So whatever the speed may be, or whatever the number of products which is passing, so it will count all the numbers, and we can get these values automatically when this passes these sensors. So how this is happening? So this is happening with the help of an emitter and then receiver. So this emitter is the source where the light source is set, and here is a receiver where it receives the light, and then it is converted into a digital signal. So here there are 3 types of the photoelectric sensors. So what are the 3 types? So here we can go for through beam, and we can go for reflective, and we can go for diffused. Okay. So here in these sensors, here the light is coming directly to this receiver. Here it is in the reflective, it is reflected back. Here it is diffused. So these are the 3 types of sensor which is available in our real life. So this is a simple working principles. Okay. So what is the difference between these 3 types? Where to predict or where to use? So if you have a longer detection range, so these through beam sensors are used where it can detect the source from a longer range, whereas retroreflective and diffused photoelectric sensors have some lesser range. So here this is sensors, and here there is the input card, here the power supply, and here the sensors are used so that we can get the digital signals. So this is the retroreflective sensors where see here. So it is coming here, and it is comes and it is emitted back. Okay. So here what happens is, so when it touches here, it is emitted back. So the receiver and the emitter are on the same side. But whereas in the through beam, the emitter is on one side and the receiver is on the other side. So here both are obtained in, they are on the same side. So this is through pin sensors where we have seen. Coming to the conclusion that these sensors can be made in the realistic and then we can implement. So this is a small type of prototype, we can make it and then we can test it. This is the small discussion about the photoelectric sensors. So coming to the conclusion that in our real time, whether it's in manufacturing industries or automotive sectors, so to reduce the manual and to be with an accurate results and to sense or detect the objects for quantity or for any other applications, we can use sensors. So sensors have a wide range of applications. So in this today we have discussed about the photoelectric sensors. So we have made this with an decisioning based approach that the empathy part was corrected from the bottling plants, and there we can use these types of sensors where we have defined a single statement that we want to have the number of quantities count. So based on that we have discussed the an ideate part. So we have discussed here the photoelectric sensor as the ideate. So this is a simple prototype and we can be testing with the help of these power supply and the emitters and the receivers, and then it can be used in the real-time applications. So that's all about the photoelectric sensors. Let us see in the next video. Thank you.